what you just said makes me think of our educational system and young people's education that is so much just focused on academics. And I'm wondering if, for example, instead of athletic activities or additional to athletic activities in the school system, they could bring in Qigong. How do you see that would affect young people's character?
Mm. Well, this is very.
Take your hand.
Now, there is so many young people. Maybe not. Let's say that way. Young people are in a position to struggle. They are. If we are talking about an internal strength of Qigong, they don't have it. They have a lot of challenges at the schools, at home, on social challenges, but they are not ready. They don't have a strength to deal with that. So I'm believer of Qigong in this moment, because from my practice, they are still flexible, and they still learn, they still adapt well. If we can provide a Qigong training just to, let's say, specific Qigong for create my boundaries. That's I am, that's you,
Yeah.
I deal with you like this, or I deal with you like this, but it is my choice.
Yeah.
That will be effect of dealing, of practice of Qigong.
Okay.
The
Very
other
important.
question is, as the training look like, its emotions, maybe even many adult people, they don't realize the emotion.
Mm-hmm.
They live them. Mm-hmm. Let's say there is feeling of I'm not worthy, I'm gone worse, I think on something. It is really hard to create a distance to it and see this is feeling. It's not my value, it's my feeling about value. So that is another part of Qigong training, as I will imagine for this. It's could be beneficial for anybody, but young people are especially in need to that kind of support. Yes, I absolutely voting for that kind of addition to the school system, because that will help these young people to become, maybe to stay straight on a path of life, or become better in acting with the life, dealing with the life. Absolutely, this is my. Well, I have a little bit bigger article on this, yes, similar, explaining all these possibilities. But it is great, and right now I am actually promoting, exploring possibility how this thing could happen. Somehow we can seriously take and explore the possibility to bring Qigong to school. It's a problem. It's a long-term action, but maybe because of that, well, about 100 people daily die in United States from overdose drugs. These young people are so vulnerable to this course of action. Maybe we can save few lives.
Yeah, right. And I actually want to ask you that in the next question I have for you about the drug epidemic that we're facing. But just for this question, I am wanting to people understand what it would take. Like, Qigong is an exercise form. It's a physical, it's somewhat like martial arts in a way. And it is something that has to be practiced pretty frequently. And because it isn't just a one-time thing, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you speak to that a little bit more?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, there is no easy way to change. In life, everything takes practice. We learn through getting concept and following this concept. I think if we are masters of that. So think about somebody who is teaching, whatever. So every profession, every action of us, it takes practice. Same thing in Qigong. That is system. If I want to grow big biceps, I know I have to go to the gym. I have to create exercise and do that daily. Then after half a year, I will be having my biceps will be better looking. But I'm suggesting if I want my ability to focus and extended concentration to be better than it is, then practice Qigong for that reason. After a certain time, you will see the difference.
Yeah.
You will see the difference. Every day when you practice, you're adding that much to that. Then another way. But after time, you feel the difference. How long does it take? I'm sorry, there's no answer.
Yeah.
That moment you practice, you getting better. It takes as long as it takes to have you arrive to the moment when you feel okay, I'm much better, or I'm good, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's the student decision. Okay, I'm good already. Maybe it could be verified with somebody with more experience, but generally yes. But again, practice, and this what does it need? Well, in practical terms, well, I'm open to suggestions from education specialists, people, for teachers, for wherever, how we can involve this type of training into schools learning system. Well, I will be very happy to talk about that. I have a concept, but education is big, so I really want to. I'm open to talk about how we can possibly apply that practically. Yes.
Yeah. So because Qigong is an inside and outside kind of approach, like it strengthens you physically, and it also helps you work with your emotions, and it builds stamina and strength all together throughout your system. And in our world today, it's a fast world, and we want quick results, and medication certainly sometimes does that for us. So it sounds like Qigong is something that you want to add to your life as a consistent practice, and then you will find results after a certain time that validate that this practice has actually strengthened you. And then if you were to keep it going, it would ongoingly and continuously help you staying healthy, younger, stronger, I would imagine.
Well, few questions in that question, actually. Qigong is lifestyle.
Exactly.
Lifestyle.
Yeah.
It is normal to, as you mentioned, to live in a rush.
You're right.
We don't even realize how much rush we are in. Until you will come to my, let's say, to Qigong class, and I ask you to perform your movement that slow.
Yeah.
And you have all these thoughts. What the hell is that? Then when I ask you and you do that, then you start to feel the rush, right? So one of the simplest examples of that. So once you feel the rush, what the Qigong, let's say, class training offer the learning, and also offer the time when you in not rush.
Yeah.
I ask, leave all whatever you bring here emotionally, leave behind the door. You will have a nice music playing. We will have a movement which is nice, flowing, and challenging, because we want to challenge some, and you experience who you are more emotional, because we don't have a time for that.